Hello and welcome back, it's Repulsive Raccoon, aka your favorite trash panda. We are back again playing Reincarnation Insurance Program, and honestly I'm addicted. This game was so much fun when I played it the first time. I ended up doing another run just of the risk run to see if we could get some different type of weapons, and we ended up getting this from the shop, not from the actual run. But I wanted to try this out just because it deals 18% bonus damage to enemies with a status effect, and we ended up getting some more legendary pieces along the way, like this headpiece that whenever we dash we have a 50% chance to trigger Black Hole, which I have no idea what it does. Hopefully it slows enemies down. But I wanted to do the Risk 2 of the Desert just because I've done the Risk 1 of the first one of the Swamp multiple times. So we are going to do the Risk 2 of the Desert. And with that being said, we're just going to get right on into it. And if you find yourself enjoying today's video, hit that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated. One of the runs I ended up doing, my last run where I was on the Swamp, I picked up so much healing that I couldn't really die. The problem was I had absolutely no damage whatsoever. I mean, I literally had none. We also picked up, whenever we use our, I believe, tactical skill, or auxiliary weapon, summon Arc Drone, and then we have one where it summons a machine gun drone, so we just have a bit of friends helping us out along the way. Which is nice, just having that little bit of extra damage. Alright, we got Corrosive. Do I want to go Poison again? I kind of want to, yeah, I want to try to go, like, Fire, maybe. Weapon increased damage. Bullets inflict burn. There we go. Inferno rounds. Okay, there's that black hole. I have no idea what it did because there's no enemies nearby. Okay, and corrosive. Firing modification I feel like is really good, just having a chance to shoot an extra projectile. And then I gotta explore the map, see if we can get some good level ups, or not necessarily level ups, but the kind of upgrades. Not entirely sure what they called, but the points of interest. Killing an enemy with auxiliary weapon. Okay, we don't really have that. Let's just alter this. Explosion. Dashing leaves behind a black hole. Increase the spawn chance of the explosion tree. No, we'll take that. Maybe we can get like rocket salvo, where every time we hit, or based on the amount of times we hit, reduced fire rate, but more luck. No, I'll take that. I'm using an SMG, so our fire rate's pretty fast right now. Ooh, it upgrades the epic already? Sounds good. But yeah, it's like after 7 hits or so, I'll shoot a bunch of rockets at the enemy, and I feel like that could be super good. Especially with an SMG just hitting so many times. Alright. I'm gonna re-roll this. Machine gun drone. Summon a machine gun drone that launches a grenade every 5 shots. Call in an aerial gunship. Let's just call in the gunship support. I feel like this is gonna be really nice against like hordes of enemies. Not so much against single target, I feel like. We're absolutely deleting the enemies, but the mission just started, so I'm not surprised. Up to regen per second. Corrosive aura. I'm a really big fan of the toxic chain just because it does heal us. So having that little bit of just passive healing every time I dodge is super nice. I'm just gonna keep running around. Hopefully, eventually, I find a magnet. 40% chance of success on success, 5% crit chance, and 30% crit damage. I'm just going to play it safe, get some max HP. You can navigate super, super fast. More luck, but less fire rate. I'll just refuse this one. I don't want to lose too much fire rate. Our first elite. We gotta level up. After reloading, release an explosive shockwave. I'm gonna alter. Okay, we got Gunsmith. Ooh, all of these are good. I'm just gonna go for the overall damage boost. Could have probably gone for the one that makes Gunsmith appear more often. I don't think that would have been a bad thing to pick up. I feel like Gunsmith is probably one of the best trees just because of all the kind of passives it gives. Well, we just got a Mythic. Explosion Tech has a 10% chance to deal 500% damage. Okay, so I need a lot more Explosion. That's well, we're definitely going to be taking more Explosion Techs now. Getting something like Rocket Salvo right now would be insane. And there you go. After multiple hits, fire a salvo of rockets. Hits required 6. More magazine. Let's just go for a 30% magazine bonus. Yeah, these rockets are going to absolutely terrorize all the enemies. This was probably one of my favorite abilities in the demo as well. It just felt like it did so much. Increase the damage of status effects. Let's go for our weapon damage bonus right now. And there's a magnet for us. Explosion. Increase the damage of throw type. So that's just our grenade. There's a chance to launch 3 homing missiles at enemies on hit. Oh, don't mind if I do. More missiles sound pretty good. Our kind of drones are just dealing with all the normal enemies where I don't really have to do a whole lot. You know, I'll take the machine gun drone. Okay, so the black hole does suck all the enemies in, which is actually super huge. It's not going to do a whole lot against bosses. It probably won't do anything against the bosses, but I'll just get more max HP. Automatically swing back to deflect enemy bullets, triggers a cooldown after use. And health regeneration. Okay. I mean, maybe that helps us. I mean, it will against all these enemies that throw projectiles. I have no idea if the bosses do or not. If they do, it'll be a nice pickup. Bombard the target location repeatedly. Oh, yes please. What's this do? Exactly what it says it does. I'm just gonna get some more movement speed. I wonder if we just keep stacking movement speed and try to hit and as many points of interest as possible. If that's something that would be ideal. Just because you can get some really, really good stats from these things. Machine gun drone. Increase weapon damage after a throw. Okay, yes. Ret Swarm is approaching. No, I'm going to take the luck bonus here. Hopefully get some legendary upgrades. I can definitely feel the reduced fire rate stacking both of them. So we might try to pick up something that gives us more fire rate. Throw a Molotov that explodes into a burning cross-shaped trail. There we go. We're just stacking all the fire right now. Which honestly doesn't sound like a bad combo, just explosions and fire. Okay, let's see. I think we should get more damage on our rockets. Yeah. That sounds fine to me. I mean, there's a 10% chance for them to do 500% damage. Corrosive. I'm gonna alter this. Here's the duration of our tactical skills. What are our tactical skills? We got the gunship support, and this is a 51% duration increase. So now this bombardment, how long does it last? Does it just keep going? Honestly, I didn't really notice much of an increase. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't know much of an increase. That could just be me not paying attention, though. Level up airdrop arrival speed. I don't really feel like that's important. I don't really feel like it's like I have to wait a super long time for the airdrop. Like, I mean, it literally just dropped immediately on my head, so I don't really feel like it's that big of a deal. 50 more HP. Oh, I think it's not giving me 50 HP. I think it's healing me for 50 HP. What is this? What? Kind of reminds me of like the troll in Lord of the Rings with their with the little hand gauntlet things. Alright, he's just running at me. I'm out of dash charges. Okay, I gotta be careful. He's just gonna do it again. Alright, let's drop over bombardment. Let's throw our grenade. Alright, we can't hit him here. There we go. That attack is so fast, like, one of them's just always hitting us. Okay, he summons ads. He's jumping. Thankfully, we got that perfect dodge going. What is this? Okay, let's go inside. Oh, okay, I almost ran out of my dodge. Oh, and he has a dash attack. The perfect dodge and not using your dash cooldown is so nice. First round and the magazine explodes on hit. Sure, we'll just take more explosion. Okay, we also got a Gale SMG. This has a chance of on-hit healing. Wait. Okay, we're gonna lose a ton of damage. I mean, we're losing a ton of damage. We're losing like a 25% all damage on our substats. Like, I feel like this could be super good, but not for us right now. We're gonna definitely keep all the damage we currently have. I feel like it's a lot. This dude has a flamethrower. I'm just hoping things are dying. I'm probably just going to focus on leveling up now instead of going for the points of interest. Summon a... After reloading, increase the reload speed based on the number. No, we're going to take with the backpack RPG. Just more missiles. Another flamethrower. We can just keep them at range, though. We do outrange them, which is really nice. If they had further range than me, that would be kind of sad. No, I was trying to read. I didn't actually mean to click there. That's okay. I'm just going to pick up the heal. That way I don't have to worry about it. Targets affected by both poison and burn take increased damage, and it's by a lot. Do I have, like, any poison? I just have the Toxic Chain. I don't even think that applies poison, though. Well, I'll still take it, just in case. When I have 2 dashes, I should just be using one of them just to heal up. Increase the weapon's damage, yes please. There's a magnet for us. The Molotov cocktail that explodes. Burning enemies turn into a pile of embers, which apply burn to nearby enemies. Yes, please. Oh, the burn is spreading like crazy now. Love to see it. We got 2 level ups here. After reloading, increase reload speed based on the number of kills. I'm just going to alter this. There we go. Okay, increase damage against elites and bosses. Explosion. Let's go for more salvo of rockets. I feel like that's probably putting in a ton of work for us. That's another flamethrower, dude. The sound effect throws me off for it. I'm gonna alter that after reloading. Nope. Let's re-roll the explosion. I'm gonna re-roll it again. The increased damage of throw type. I mean, I'll take it. I don't actually know how much damage my grenade is doing, but oh well, we got a lot more damage on it now. There's just elite after elite being spawned in. Hits required is less for our rocket. Okay, so we keep upgrading it. We don't need as many hits to activate it, which is actually kind of insane. Increase the range of psionics. What's my psionics? Home run and explosive round. Increase weapon damage by 30 after using a throw. I'm going to take a magnet here. Burning enemies turn into a pile. The cat needs out of my room. I'm going to take the Inferno rounds. The cat be trying to come and go as she please. Let's take on this elite. There's a heal behind it. We're probably just going to grab it. We took a little bit of damage. We're actually taking a decent amount of damage here. I'm going to re-roll this. Here's the duration of the tactical skills. I don't really feel like I noticed a huge difference. Maybe now that it's double I will, but who knows. Nope, I still didn't feel like at least our bombardment got an increase. I gotta even check if the bombardment is a tactical skill now. Yeah, it is. The heavy artillery is. I just don't know if it's affected by the duration or not. Increased damage of throw type tech. Let's just get more weapon damage after throwing. Thankfully, we can't set ourselves on fire because I can just throw the grenade at my own feet and just kind of let the enemies run into me. And it's the same thing with this bombardment. I can just drop it on my own head to protect me. Three homing missiles, take that, just more damage. Yeah, the dude on wheels is not outrunning missiles, especially heat-seeking ones. Flamethrower. I feel like the flamethrower is actually the hardest enemy, just because when it does set you on fire, it does so much damage to you. It's pretty easy not to see them coming as well. Damage per shell. Well, that's a really big DPS increase on that. The final boss should be relatively soon. More rockets. If I can get one more level up before the boss, that would be nice. Also, not die before the boss. There's a level up. I'm gonna alter this just to see what I get. And I'll just take more health regen on the dash for right now. Alright, the final boss is about to be spawned in. What is this? Okay, so he has a flamethrower? Yeah, he has a flamethrower. It's kind of funny having a flamethrower when it looks like he's, like, part tree. Wonder if he sets himself on fire. Would be kind of funny. Sandstorm Lord. Alright. Just keep moving. Gonna just drop a bombardment on his head. Okay, that does a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, we just got absolutely nuked. Okay. Gotta focus up here. We got absolutely clobbered just there. Gotta watch out for all the projectiles, because it just absolutely annihilated us. Boss has laser beams. Okay, drop a bombardment on his head. Should be huge damage. He's almost dead. Don't want to stand too close to him. We have no dashes. We gotta be careful. And there we go. We ended up getting absolutely deleted by one of his attacks. Our gun's just in a perpetual fire state right now. There you go. That was absolutely crazy. I'm not entirely sure what hit me, if he had like a machine gun attack or something. But yeah, we went 100 to 0. Alright, and our overall damage, and look at that. The rocket salvo dealing 1.7 million damage. Absolutely crazy. We ended up getting the Mythic perk that the explosion tech has a 10% chance to do 500% damage, which is probably why this was so high, if I'm being honest. This would probably be a lot lower, probably lower than our SMG if it wasn't for that. But let's return to HQ, see what we've unlocked, and we'll probably do one more. That's probably one of my favorite things about this game, is the runs are super fast. They don't take a whole lot of time to get going. Let's move. Yeah, I'll spend the 10,000 credits, and I'll move all of this stuff that I can't wear, just so I have equipment for other characters. Because there's nothing worse than trying to play another character and realizing you have no equipment to get them started with. But I will sell all this other stuff, this purple stuff that I'm not going to be using. Weapon range, weapon fire rate. No, we'll leave that one off. I don't know if the like chips and stuff are specific to characters, so I'll hold on to that as well. And then I'll move that SMG over. What does this shop have to offer me? This is a T2 chest piece, so it gives me more armor, more HP, more status effect. Whenever an enemy attempts to attack you, 15% chance to fire arc counter. I like that. Take that. And then we'll just throw the other chest piece in here. And did we get any more level ups on our talent tree? We got 2 more. I'm going to go for the epic or rare tech chance, just because obviously having a higher rarity just gives you more stuff. We have unlocked frost fields. Okay, we can get okay, this is where we can get weapons from. Okay. Do we attempt risk 3? Enemies do way more damage. We're probably not there yet. The enemies are going to have way more HP. Pretty much, what, quadruple the HP? Yeah, around quadruple the HP and 3 times more damage. So let's just do risk 2 for right now, just because I didn't feel like I got a whole lot of damage increase. I just basically got 1 armor piece. But let's do frost fields and see what this map is about. It'd be kind of cool if we can go like maybe a kind of frost build. Lightning is also really good. I'm going to alter this though. I don't want explosion again. I was just going to go back to lightning. It's fine. We'll go with the arc drone. Kind of feels bad using our altars there just to end up on something we were going to take. Or back to where we started, I should say. Corrosive. Let's go with dealing damage and weakening enemy attacks. These drones for us, just killing stuff, is just too good in my opinion. These earlier enemies become pretty easy to deal with. I don't really want to do anything with explosion. You know, we'll take an arc ring. Does damage out and in. Frost, there we go. Turn our icy shards behind, automatically fire at target. Duration bonus is nice. Let's go with that. Let's go with the freeze extension. Just because it should apply to our poison as well. Chance of on-kill heal. Probably going to help us later on when we're fighting hordes. Less fire rate, more luck. I'm going to take this one, but I'm not going to take a second one if we come across it. I feel like the first one is perfectly fine. Chase damage, tactical damage. I'm going to go with chase damage. Oh, I have no chase. I always forget which one is which. But at least I know if once I pick up chase options, I have a damage bonus for it. That's only after dashing. Call down multiple Thunderfalls. We'll go with Thunder Strike. Just randomly having a bolt of lightning doesn't sound like a bad thing. More tactical skill damage, so our lightning storm does more. Oh, it's a little robot guy. Ooh, let's go with more luck. almost ran straight into that explosion. Forgot it explodes even after I kill it. Well, there's a new elite. Looks like it's shooting a projectile of some sort. That's Alter. Dash has a chance to freeze. So freeze and black hole on our dash right now. I need to start using my bands. That's what I need to start doing. That way I don't have to keep seeing the same things over and over again. I'll go with the extension. So yeah, if I see something for arc that I just really don't want to take, I just need to use my bands on it. Oh. But that's still a 2% chance better that I didn't have. So I will definitely take the Mythic one. Polar Cyclone unleashes a tornado that lifts enemies along its path. Gain a temporary shield after reloading. I'll take the Frost Wave. I actually quite like that one. I feel like whenever I get, like, even slightly tapped, bullets have a chance to trigger Chain Lightning on hit. Yes, and it's legendary. There's a legendary one wherever I trigger lightning, it puts ammo back in my magazine. If I can get that, that would be so huge. Oh, another elite. Did it just get blasted by the drop down? Ban that. Chance to fire an additional projectile. Magnet for us. Gain armor for each enemy affected. Yes, please. This upgrades it to purple. Yes, please. I feel like we're making pretty decent progress. If we can get some more weapon damage, that would be nice. That thing dashed from so far away. I gotta level up here and then just keep exploring. Sprays Venom. Oh, this doubles the amount of armor we get. Let's go with the Spray Poison Drone. Just to spread more status effects. Fire rate? No. Let's just get some movement speed. I don't really have any way of passively healing, so I have to keep that in mind. Here it is. There's that ammo one. I'm gonna ban Arc Ring. I don't really care for it anymore. We have it. But I would rather just get more, like, ammo refund or more lightning. It's kind of just there to apply the shock. That way we can get our ammo refunded. Is that a Mythic that just dropped for us? 1 second. Dealing poison damage has a chance to fire a chase arc. Oh, that sounds really good. Sin Eater. What is this? It is a Mythic. Deal 45 bonus damage to the incapacitated enemies, stunned and frozen. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's insane. Whenever you kill an elite, heal 10. Well, that's an insanely good mythic, I feel like. Okay, we got a threat swarm coming. That's just more damage. Let's ban the consumable. I don't feel... Gunsmith... The Gunsmith tech tree is actually, like, really nice, so I'll take that. It's just, like, a ton of passive, like, damage bonuses, like, range bonuses. I also feel like it can provide really good, like, fusions. At least from what I've seen, I feel like it does. We got a bunch of cubes. We got a tech alteration for that one. I still don't have, like, an ultimate yet, so I gotta keep that in mind. Probably want to take one at least soon. Let's ban the weapon range. The Thunder Dash isn't bad. I'll take that. Oh, here we go. Oh, do we get the... I think we just get bonus like 25% luck. But yeah, we could have definitely gone with the XP gain as well. I don't feel like either one of those was a bad choice. Okay. I'm gonna try to re-roll this. Okay, well, we re-rolled into the literal exact same thing. We're just gonna get the duration bonus. And we're just non-stop firing our gun at this point. We'll also have a chance to trigger Chain Lightning, and now it goes up to 5 arcs and does way more damage. Yes. Yeah, we're going to be just cleaving through the hordes now, I feel like. Okay, we're fighting our first boss. Let's not get too cocky. Is it 2? Okay. Looks like maybe fire and ice. Yeah, it's a fire and ice boss. I will say the bosses in this game are so cool. I'm just gonna try to nuke one down. Oh, it has a flamethrower. Get out of there. Why does it have a shield? Oh, because maybe I have to get the other one down the half HP? No? Okay. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep shooting the fire one. Okay, there you go. One of the bosses is dead. Oh, the other one gets its, like, attack? Okay, I need to get away from this boss. Alright, there we go. We ended up DPSing it down, but wow, that was... Wasn't expecting it to start doing fire attacks as well. More bounce. I don't really feel like we need that. I'm gonna alter this. Okay, we got Gunsmith. I'll take the just ban. The ban alteration reroll. I actually feel like that one's really good. Like, I used an alteration to get it, so I just got a refund for it, and then just got a free ban and a free reroll. Can't complain. And this is where the hordes are going to start coming into play, so we're going to try to get a ton of XP here. Okay, let's get the shot grenade. I wonder if that works on bosses. If I can just keep kind of stunning the bosses, that'd be, like, really nice. Gain nearby armor. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know where it actually shows my armor at. So I have no way of determining whether or not it's doing something. Damage bonus or XP gain? Let's go with just an XP gain. This bug is annoying because of how often it moves. There we go. Then there's another one. Okay, there's our weapon damage. Oh, we're starting to get a ton of XP. Okay, what is my chase weapons? Chain lightning, the firing one, and dealing poison has a chance to fire that arc. Oh, we're gonna get Giant Slayer, though. More damage against elites and bosses. Just because it applies to everything, I could probably go for my weapon bonus instead. Just because it gives me a larger damage multiplier. I'm going to alter off of Frost. Reroll this. Chance to launch homing projectiles? Yes, please. There you go. Yeah, that's a lot more damage overall. Okay, there's a random laser beam coming at me. Auxiliary weapon duration. Or more mag. I don't really need more mag. I'm just going to go for our drones having a higher level. Let's try to stun this elite. There we go. I'm going to alter this again. Poison damage gaining a shield's actually really nice, but we're just going to get a 16% damage bonus. No reason not to. Because I wonder, like, what our shield stacking could be with, like, all the poison. But we're probably going to need a lot of gear that gives us stuff to do with poison, and then we could probably test that out. Reduce cooldown. Okay, let's take the storm, that way we have an ultimate. This stun grenade is probably my favorite grenade so far. I'll take the flash acceleration. I'm dashing a lot, so it's just a free damage and movement speed multiplier. Or buff, I should say. Just more natural movement speed. We're level 35 right now. Damage bonus of all our lightning tech? Yeah. We have a lot of lightning. Which probably applies to our ultimate as well. I mean, I would... Why? Oh, using tactical skill, which is what? Our Thunder Strike or Electro. There's a 50% chance to cast it twice. Getting double ults would be honestly really nasty. Free tech reroll. And I can already see the arc ring sometimes casting twice. Swarm is approaching. Alright, well this doubles the damage of the storm. Kind of like the fact that there's a swarm coming, just gives me more XP. I'm going to take the 21% cooldown reduction. What's my cooldown on? Okay, it's right under 20 seconds. Almost level 40, which is insane to think about. I'm just going to re-roll this. I'm going to re-roll it again. I'm just going to go with Thunder Strike. Gives it basically 100 more damage on it, which is really good. That's probably where the cooldown reduction comes into play, so we might want to stack more of it, because like 10 seconds on an ability is kind of rough. Dealing poison damage is a chance to gain a shield. Let's just go for the poison damage with shield. Okay, now we're starting to see the shield take a place. Okay. At least we're seeing it more now than I did a second ago. Yeah, more bullet damage. Depends on how the final boss go. Once again, I don't want to get too overconfident, but we might be able to take on Risk 3. Though I'm still unsure. Ammo restored 3. Okay, so I've never running out of ammo again. Yeah, if you look at my actual ammo, I sit at 70. And then I'm never really dropping off of 70. Alright, let's see what this final boss is. Okay, it's like a bird, an angel, maybe a maybe a little mixture of both. Plague Angel, okay. Oh, this thing has a lot of HP. This thing has a lot of HP. Yeah, it's gonna take a second to DPS this boss down. What is happening? Lasers everywhere. Nice. Okay, can I stun the boss? Oh, well, I missed the grenade, so the answer is no. Oh, I jumped straight into it. Let's get my shield going again. More lasers. I was just joking about tier 3. I'm not ready. Ah! I got a perfect dodge these, and I got hit by like 3 of them. Okay, okay. What is that? What is going on? Okay. What is going on? This boss has cheats! What is this? Okay, well, it's a good thing I wasn't standing on those lines. Okay, this again. At least this attack is, like, relatively... Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna say relatively easy to dodge, but I proved myself wrong. Not being able to see where these attacks are coming from is really rough. So boss does like a 1, 2, 3 on that. Okay, well there's our second life. It's not gonna be impossible. We just gotta take what we've learned and actually implement it. If I just keep moving... Okay, okay, I can just kind of keep moving. Okay, it doesn't look like stun grenades work on the boss. Bunch more lasers. I got hit really hard there. Thankfully, this lightning storm is just putting in so much work for me. And that should be the boss. Okay. Whew. Risk 2 cleared, and we ended up getting a mythic out of it. Alright, what did we get? Leech Truth. Ricochet count 1. Rocket direct hit damage plus 20. Weapon crit damage plus 30%. Oh, that sounds pretty good. This character can't use it, but that sounds really good. Because I'm assuming the, like, Rocket of Salvos, when it says, like, it needs seven hits for it to proc. I wonder if the Ricochet counts as a hit. I think it at least it should, in my opinion. Our neurotoxin conduction, dealing 1.5 million. Honestly, not bad. We got 2 mythics from that, which is kind of insane. I want to try out this mythic weapon. It'll probably be the last run, but let's see what character can even use it. I should probably put it in my warehouse so I can equip it. And I got a bunch of other pieces. Okay, so I don't have the last 2. It's probably going to be the tank, if I had to guess. I mean, I feel like this... Yeah. I don't know if this is the tank or not, but let's take a look. Yeah, I was about to say, I probably don't have any talents for him. Alright, let's see what I can put on him. Legendary Grenade. Throw the ring. If I go to the shop, will we be able to see, or at least other stuff? Summon Venom Drone? Sure. Have to buy it first. What? Okay, there you go. I was like, why won't it let me equip it? This is a Frost Nova on our dash. I'll still take it. It's a legendary. And then I'm assuming I can't wear, like, the same gloves or anything. Let me go back and throw this stuff into my inventory just in case. Okay, so I can use the Mythic Grenade. I can still use the same chip. Okay, so it's just the armor that looks to... And the armor and weapon that's, like, exclusive to the character. And let me sell everything else. And then I just gotta throw in random stuff. So I need... what? I need some armor. Helmet. This one has a revival count, which is going to be super huge. Heavy boots. I'll go with that pair. Throw that armor on for now. Alright. That is what... That's the best we're going to get. So I'm going to take this guy for a spin. We got a higher risk unlocked, but... Let's go back to the desert. And then we are just going to stay on risk 2. We kind of just want to try this guy out. Actually, we'll stay on risk 2 of the snowfield. Just because it has a chance to drop weapons. And I feel like weapons are probably going to be, like, one of the better things to go for. Oh, this weapon is interesting. Huh. Alright. Explosion, there we go. Increase weapon damage, hits apply a sticky charge. Sure. So, it's just a super large, basically, rocket launcher. Meditech. Do I want this? Meditech can be really, really good. Because Meditech has some, like, healing options, if I'm not mistaken. I'll reroll, like, one more time. Yeah, killing enemy with an auxiliary weapon. Let's take the ring for protection, though. Exploring with this guy's probably going to be a lot slower. After reloading, increase the chance and damage of the explosion tree. Yes, we'll definitely take that. So I think it's just all in on bombs. Frost. Freezing can be really good. I kind of just want explosions. Reduce damage taken, yes. Like maybe just going for Meditech and explosions is probably going to be a really good payoff. I'm just going to kind of ignore the enemies, let my drones do all the work for us. Yeah, so that just heals us for 50. It doesn't actually give us 50 HP. Bit of a bummer. More Frost. Lightning. Alter again. There you go. Explosion. Sure, dash leaves behind a black hole. Level up heal 15. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of the best way to go about it, is just kind of explore a lot in the beginning and then worry about level ups later. An extra grenade. We can lose fire rate and pick up crit. I'm going to take up the crit chance. I don't really care about the fire rate. I mean, I already just fire super slow. I mean, I have, what, yeah, 8 rounds in my magazine, so I don't think fire rate's going to matter a whole lot. It also says increased weapon damage, but our weapon is just going to one-shot everything for a while. Oh, we're definitely going to go with more Mythic tech. No reason not to. I feel like even just getting 1 is so good. I gotta deal with an elite that moves around a lot. Chance to launch 3 homing missiles? Sure. That hurt. I'm pretty sure Meditech has some healing. Summon a medical drone. There we go. Because if I can just be super tanky and get, like, passive healing, I feel like we're gonna be okay, and then just focus on trying to get explosions. I'm somehow missing everything on this enemy. There we go. Corrosive. Some venom drum that sprays and inflicts poison. I'll alter this. Shadow Blade, sure. Probably a lot better on something that's fast firing, but hey. Let's go back for this level up we missed. More missiles. Where's this elite at? There you go. Our damage actually isn't in the best spot. At least I don't feel like it is. Oh. Wait. What? The Mythic? The Mythic for Corrosive is weapon projectiles +2. Wait. I shoot 3 rockets? Oh. This just got really insane really fast. Yeah, that just got... that just got insane. Okay, this slows down enemies, so I can probably use it on bosses. The sound of these rockets is kind of crazy. We'll probably turn down our audio just a little bit. Probably turn it down to 20% now. And even that, it's still pretty loud, so let's just turn it down to like 10%. There we go. I don't think that's going to change it, but we'll turn the other ones down. I will leave our overall at 50. There we go. Okay, the rockets are still so loud. First round, the magazine explodes on hit. Oh, it's a good thing I I reload a lot. Yeah, I definitely think the rocket noise overall, we're gonna turn it down to like 5%. And that's music, but you know, who knows? It's I think maybe the rocket noise is a bit bugged. Because we're turning our sound effects like way down. And it just does not affect the rocket noise whatsoever from this gun. At least for me, it doesn't. Let me know if it does in the comment section, because it is extremely loud for me. When I land all 3 shots on an enemy, that's going to be insane. That gives me more duration on my healing bot. Okay, so when it says max HP, that's when we actually gain something, but if it just says HP, we're just healing for that amount. Okay. Yeah, just more drone. Swarms approaching. Actually, I feel like lightning with this would have been insane. I've just been going lightning, so I wanted to try something else out. But I feel like getting that reload, or chance of reload, is insane. Because on our last run, we got it up to, like, it was recovering 3 projectiles for us, and 3 projectiles is, you know, basically half our magazine. We'll just upgrade that explosive round to Epic. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw an elite. There's another one. Oh, more luck? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we are definitely want to get in your face and personal with the bosses, which it might be a bit difficult to achieve. As long as I can keep stacking more damage on my main gun, I feel like I'm going to be okay. This is where, like, crit chance on the gear would come into play, because we got that 30% crit damage, but I don't crit a whole lot. Like, obviously I'm critting once in a while, but it's not at an insane rate to be taking the most use of that kind of passive on the weapon. Chance to heal after dealing damage. Well, my healing drone doesn't deal damage, so we're going to go with XP boost. Alright, we're going to be fighting the bosses again. Alright, we're going to skip it this time. Okay, I'm going to slow down time. Why can't I dodge? Why? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I'm like, I feel like something's not working there. I'm so slow. That's a one issue. Let's throw the cluster grenades. We got our ult again. We're gonna drop that on this fire dude. Fire dude's almost dead. We're gonna get a recharge gun on our weapon here. Run! There you go, we got our time kind of slow down. I need to run away from that flamethrower. The boss is faster than me. The boss is faster than me. There we go. Alright, this final boss is probably going to be really rough. We got a demo launcher. I mean, we're not gonna take that, but we did get one. What's our chase? Smart missiles and shadow blades. And this is damage for them. Let's take mag capacity. What is our magazine at now? It's at 10. Okay, I can accept that. Yeah, so the mag capacity for us is going to be absolutely insane. It's kind of crazy we turned our rocket launcher, though, into a shotgun. We turned it into a rocket shotgun. I'm gonna re-roll this again. Okay, there's a gunship. Did we just get a mythic? I think we just got a mythic. We got a mythic weapon. Wait, we got a bullets inflict poison. Every 15 seconds, randomly spawn an energy block nearby. Picking up restores 13% active cooldown. It's another rocket launcher. It just inflicts poison. Okay. Okay, so it's just another rocket launcher. So this one just has a ricochet and rockets direct damage. Okay, so we're going to use that one over the poison one. But we did get a poison one just in case we want to go the corrosive route. Okay, well that gives us 30% weapon damage after using a grenade. This enemy is actually the hardest thing to deal with, besides the bosses, just because of how much it does move around. Explosion. I'm just going to alter this. Yeah, we'll go with the corrosive aura. We're not getting the rocket salvos. Oh, we have 2 level ups here. Stick that. And then I would take a bonus to the healing received. Oh, explosion tech has a 10% chance to deal 500% damage. You don't say. You don't say. I don't think my weapon itself counts as explosion, though. Because it says the tech tree itself. Now, if that applies to my weapon, that would be just insane. It doesn't look like it, because I would have had at least one proc of just a super huge hit by now off of it. More level ups. Damage against bosses and elites. What does this do? Okay, it gives me a reload speed bonus. It just puts it on less of a cooldown. It gives me slight duration increase. I'll alter. A backpack rocket launcher. Yes, please. I think the healing received also increased mag capacity. Yeah. I think the healing received also affects how much we heal on level up, which is kind of insane. So as long as we keep leveling up while fighting these enemies, I don't think I can really die. Psionics? What is our psionics? Explosive rounds. We don't really care for the range. That's a lot more damage on our rocket launcher. More corrosive. I'm gonna alter out of that. After reloading it, do an explosion around us. But I just kind of just, like, reload spam now. Probably not a good idea. We'll probably just get way more damage out of just actually using our rockets. It's just a nice little cherry on top. Many enemies, both your weapon damage and auxiliary weapon damage are increased. Sure. Swarms approaching. We are leveling up so much. More damage increase. This gun does have, like, the ricochet on it. I just don't know if the rockets do ricochet because they just blow up the moment they make impact with something. I'll alter this. Probably not going to be... That can be good. If the boss's, like, swing attack counts as a projectile, we can just kind of deflect it away from us. Also, the black hole summoning, or our dash summoning a black hole, like right here, we can just turn around and just annihilate that kind of clump that it gets brought in. First round, and the mag dealing a lot more damage. More weapon damage? Oh, well, that was more weapon damage after we throw our grenade. I should probably read. I just saw the weapon damage increase and was just like, oh, that sounds really good. I'll take that. Let's take the slow here. The only reason I took the slow there, or used the slow there, is just to make sure we could get our HP back, just because we were like half. We're about to fight the last boss. To be completely honest, I'm not super confident. Alright. Boss kind of just flew out of that. Ow. I just gotta level up. Okay. Well, hopefully this is something good. Killing an enemy. That would be funny if I took it. We're just gonna go for the damage reduction. Oh, that's a new attack. Okay, we didn't have that last time. Start our grenade. Didn't get any use out of it. Run! It's hard when you can't see this boss because of how many kind of things it does off your screen. Lasers. Because it'll just throw a ton of projectiles at you. Okay, so we can get pretty good damage there. I always forget that the boss moves on that last one. I need to roll behind the boss instead of trying to just roll out to the side, because it's a super large AoE, right? So... Okay, I was like, I keep going to the side of the boss. I really thought I wasn't gonna get hit by that. Boss is almost half HP though. He's gonna get a nice little reload here. Watch out for that, and then the boss is gonna dash. Yeah, hit by that. It's okay. More lasers. Oh wow, they do a lot of damage. Okay, that was the first time we got hit by it. Boss is almost half HP though. Ow. I need the boss to drop here, that way it gets hit by the slow. Huge damage. Oh no. Okay, we can... As long as we stay super far away, we'll be okay. Why does that reflect? Oh, because the home run. Ah, so I don't have to dodge it on its way back. I should probably have known that. Nice. 3 perfect dodges. We don't take an insane amount of damage from that, so it's not the end of the world. The boss is going to do its like little ice spin. It's just taking... It's a matter about taking damage wherever we can right now. Oh, the home run reflects theirs projectiles as well. Okay, so a home run against this boss is probably one of the better things we can get. Or have, I should say. This boss is definitely taking a second to kill, but I think we'll get there. This field does not do like anything against the boss because it just flies. So, just something to keep in mind. The boss just gets sent out of its kind of radius a lot. And I'm getting hit there, that's okay. I'm like 25% HP, I would say. Unless I do something incredibly stupid, I shouldn't be at any risk of dying. I still have an extra revival. And I do have a decent amount of healing, so as long as I don't take all the damage at once, I should be just fine. I also know there's crafting in this game. I gotta figure out how to do that as well. Okay, let's see if I can actually dodge this successfully. There we go. There's a really good DPS window. Alright, boss is at like 5% HP. I could probably just face tank the boss right now. And kill it. It's trying to run away from me. And there we go. At least we reload. Okay, that's... When you kill the boss and it just kind of spam fires your weapon. Let's see, what did the most damage? Victory. Moors. So that's the name of this character. Honestly, super fun with the grenade launcher. I definitely like the faster firing weapons more. But getting the extra projectile. So at least we know the Mythic perk for the corrosive class. It just gives us 2 more projectiles, which is actually insane to think about if you have like a status effect weapon, because then I imagine the status effects just, you know, trigger more often, or not trigger more often, but you can get more stacks of it. Yeah, our Storm Launcher, which I believe is the actual name of our weapon, is what dealt literally all our damage. I mean, close to 50% of it was with our grenade launcher. Yeah, these were the final stats. So we ended up beating Risk 2 on Moors and the first character. We are definitely going to take on Risk 3 with probably the assault rifle character again, just to see how insane that gets. We'll probably end up doing a few just off-camera Risk 2 runs of the other maps, just so we can try getting some like Mythic gloves, Mythic chest pieces, and just different Mythics to see what kind of synergizes well with each other. Like, I really want the Bullets Inflict Poison one on like an SMG or assault rifle. The grenade launcher one, I don't feel like it's going to do a whole lot just because of how slow you fire this thing. Getting the poison stacks on it don't seem that insane, but I could be wrong because maybe the explosion also applies poison, but if it doesn't, I don't think the bullets inflicting poison is going to be super good. But if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. This is R.I.P. Reincarnation Insurance Program, and I will catch you next time. Take care.